Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 348.
We woke up this morning here in our studio at Animal Kingdom Lodge Kidani Village, and we and our friends got ready for the day. We spent the morning kind of getting a game plan together and deciding where we wanted to go, and we opted for Animal Kingdom because it is the closest park, and I really wanted to show them the puppets because they're so cool. So we hopped on the bus and headed over to Animal Kingdom, and sure enough, we made it there. The perfect timing to see the puppets, and we got to see the mama polar bear and the baby polar bear. They were so adorable and so cute.
Of course, coming up. Good catch.
Amazing.
Okay, girls, look around. Turn around, polar bear. Hey, turn around. I can't hear you. Turn around. There you go. Thank you. Thank you very much.
He's smiling.
They smile!
Thanks, Jess.
I love it! That's so fantastic.
This was my first time seeing the puppets in person, and they really are adorable. They just make you happy when you see them. There were the polar bears there, we saw them, and there was also a bird flying around kind of trying to land on people's heads, and there was an Arctic fox that was really, really cute.
I think it's a dog half the time.
Hi, Artemis. Likes all the attention, I think.
It was so good to meet you.
Thank you guys.
We stayed here towards the front of the park for a decent amount of time because our friends love these puppets as much as we do, so we all really enjoyed hanging out here and just watching them because they're so cool. We then decided to head over to Navi River Journey because it didn't have that long of a wait, and we got to ride it, and this ride is absolutely beautiful, and it was moving extra slow today for whatever reason, so we got to take some really awesome pictures while we were on the ride.
After we got off Navi River Journey, we just kept walking through Pandora, and we came across the guy in the giant mech suit. He was just starting the little show out there, so we stopped and watched him for a couple minutes.
So, if anyone can do this, I can. All right, here come, ladies. System had a good draft. Oh, okay. You were not good. You were definitely not scary, Carter. Okay. Back on track. There we go. And hi, Brooke. Bye, Brooke. Brooke, Sherry, you two keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna come back for a second pass.
After that show was over, we continued on into Africa. We're working our way over to Kilimanjaro Safari. We're hoping to see a few different animals today. It is afternoon, so usually we don't see as many animals, but we were really surprised at how many animals we got to see today. Apparently the cooler weather has them all out and about and very active. We saw both the black and white rhinos while we were out today. There were lots of elephants out. The painted dogs were out running around in circles. It was really, really cool to see some of these animals that you normally don't get to see at all.
This was such a fun surprise because when you wait in the long line, especially for the safari, of course you'll see some animals, but it's always awesome when you get to see a lot of animals and animals you don't even normally get to see even when you ride in the morning. At this point, we were all getting really hungry, so we decided to head to one of our favorite quick services on property, Flame Tree Barbecue. We got several meals to share. We got a salad, which was delicious and looked awesome too. We also got one of Robert's favorites, the pulled pork mac and cheese. This is really, really filling and really, really good. And of course, we had to get a 2-meat plate. We got the chicken and the pulled pork with 2 sides of baked beans. This was plenty of food for all of us and really, really good.
After we finished eating, we kept walking on over to the Finding Nemo, the musical show. We're very excited to watch this. It's one of our favorite shows here at Animal Kingdom. So we went in and got a pretty good seat right up top, just above the break, and we really love watching this show.
Hey Dad, wouldn't it be cool if I maybe met a shark when I'm at school?
Let's state the zones of the open sea.
Hooray!
Climb aboard, explorers! You're doing really well for first timer. I remember I was a mess
in first ridge the drop off. What are you gonna do? Gotta let him go sometime. The drop off!
And we studied in history. We're the fish Apollo Sherman. DDS. This little guy's one of us now.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta find my son. I gotta get to the EAC. Hey, how do I get to the EAC?
Dude, you have traveled far.
We always love this show and end up singing the songs the rest of the day, but that's a good thing because we really like them. We decided after this to head back to Animal Kingdom Lodge, so we started working our way out of the park, but we did see a PhotoPass photographer near the big Christmas tree out front, so we stopped to get some pictures there, and we even got a magic shot.
And like most magic shots, you feel like a complete idiot while you're posing for it because you're just like holding this invisible thing, but ultimately the pictures turned out really, really cute. So I was glad we stopped for some pictures on the way out. We did continue on to the bus back over to Kidani Village. When we got back, we changed clothes and went down to the community hall and the arcade. We wanted to take some pictures and some video, but we also wanted to have some fun with the activities and games down there. Community hall was a little bit busy, so we started off first in the arcade, and we went and loaded up a few dollars on our arcade card. We do have a card that we actually keep because, you know, we live here, we may as well just keep reusing the same card over and over. And then we went and played a few games. We absolutely love air hockey. Now this air hockey is not as cool as the one over at Riverside that has all the miniature air hockey pucks, but it was a lot of fun and a very competitive game, which ended, well, kind of anticlimactically.
We did play some other games down here in the arcade as well. Some of them not as well as others, but we did have a lot of fun and we were just being silly and having a really good time. We were pretty much the only ones in here, so we had the run of the place. We were able to do a lot of filming, which was really nice. And then we noticed a photo booth over in the corner, so of course we had to go take some pictures together. And this was actually really interesting because the pictures actually printed out. Normally we just get digital copies everywhere at Disney World, but we actually got printed copies for pictures today. We then headed back to Community Hall. We were hoping that there'd be less people in there, and there were. So we played a game of foosball, had a lot of fun with that. And then we started talking to the cast members and they mentioned the Hidden Mickey scavenger hunt. We're like, oh, do you have copies of that? And they said yes. So we decided to go do the Hidden Mickey scavenger hunt here at Kidani Village. This was a lot of fun. A little easier than some of the other ones we've done, which honestly was really nice because at this point it's late at night and it's not as easy to think this late at night when you've had a really long day. We ended up not finishing it just because it is very dark and some of the hidden Mickeys are in areas we couldn't see right now, but we will finish it later on. We then headed to the front desk to get our Instacart order. We did order some groceries because we do have a studio, so we have a fridge to put everything in. So we ordered some groceries, we went and got those, and then we headed back to the room, and that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
For our Year with the Ears.